Ever wonder what happens when a family's history becomes both their shield and their curse? Um, that's the heart of the world built by, and it's about to get even more intense. Uh, Before diving in, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. The trailer for season 2 has dropped, and it's packed with surprises. It isn't just that Casey Dutton is facing renewed danger, it's that a familiar face seems to be back in Montana after what felt like a permanent goodbye. CBS released the first teaser following the finale, confirming the return of this popular spinoff this fall. Luke Grimes, Casey, finds himself facing off against a mysterious man who suggests he doesn't know the full story of the Duttons. And Casey responds with that signature Dutton coolness. The fact that you're doing this tells me you haven't heard them all. Thomas Rainwater also appears, warning that, quote, no one escaped from death and violence, with Casey curtly retorting, that's the Dutton way. End quote. Comments. Season 2 is moving quickly. Season 1 wrapped in May, and we already have a teaser promising a fall return. And that's like a fast turnaround by today's streaming standards, where fans can feel like they age decades between seasons. This speed makes sense. Was a huge hit. It averaged over 25 million viewers within just 35 days of its premiere, becoming the most watched broadcast TV series this year. Success practically guarantees another season. So what is CBS seems to understand what works on television. With season 1 premiering in the spring and season 2 slated for fall, fans won't need a history lesson just to remember where Casey left off. The show's pace gives it an advantage, even if it divides some longtime viewers that we have. Rainwater's brief appearance is impactful. Gil Birmingham's presence immediately adds weight. His warning feels less like trailer dialogue and more like a harsh reality of the Dutton universe, directly linking to season 1's finale. The finale involved an assassination attempt against Rainwater, with Casey and his team still unraveling the conspiracy. Rainwater survived. Nathan Irons did not, and the truth remained hidden. His return signals he's not just a spectator. He's someone who has already paid a steep price in Montana's land wars. One surprise is who isn't prominently featured in the teaser. While Miles and Rainwater are present, Belle and Cal are notably missing, immediately raising questions from season 1's cliffhanger ending. Ariel Kebbel and Logan Marshall Green both survived ambushes, that their status remained unclear.
Both actors have hinted at survival, with a catch.
Marshall Green confirmed Cal is alive, but not necessarily unscathed. Kebbel added she'll be filming season 2, picking up directly from that intense finale moment. The teaser is likely withholding their presence for dramatic effect, ensuring the consequences of the ambush are felt. Cal's cancer diagnosis also adds another uh, layer of complexity. His body, his job, and even his pride could all be under threat in the coming season. The trailer opens with Tacey held at gunpoint inside his own home, a stark reminder that leaving the Yellowstone Ranch didn't make him any safer. The man declares he's heard stories about the Duttons, and Casey replies, the fact that you're doing this tells me you haven't heard them all. Season one ended with danger surrounding East Camp, suspicious behavior from Tom Weaver, Tate unknowingly leaving with a potential enemy, and Bell and Cal ambushed. TC refused to sell East Camp, planning an equine therapy center for veterans, suggesting the Weavers were involved in the attacks. This scene confirms season two won't allow Pacey any peace. It's a reminder that he has already experienced great loss and is trying to protect his son while serving as a U.S. Marshal will. The trailer then shows Casey on horseback, aiming at a moving vehicle before it flips. But the biggest surprise, Andrea's return. Season one seemed to send Ash Santos's character toward Washington, D.C., but the teaser confirms she's back in uniform and part of Casey's team. She is promising a new side to her character, suggesting that the writers are giving her a more substantial role. Before season two begins, remember that Casey refused to sell East Camp despite friendly overtures from Tom Weaver, hinting at deeper involvement in the violence surrounding Rainwater and Tate's Keep, potentially dangerous trip with Tom. Speaking of horses, why did the U.S. Marshal cross the road to rein in the bad guys? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you next time.